Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Los Angeles Rams. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Okay, ready. Watching the ball. Bring it right now. Something right now. 55. Let's go. Yep. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense for the Rams, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On third down, Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Setting up play action. Franks. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Franks. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, He's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run on first down with Akers. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The Franks looking to throw. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on fourth. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
From the 10, first and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. Franks now. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Now Franks. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Rams lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap and a give to Carter.
And he's got room. Past the 20. 5. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2.
51 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, his 11th overall.
And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
Extra point by Blankenship. It's up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Into the secondary past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Franks now on second down.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. On first down, Akers. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Off the option, here's Akers.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Franks. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Damian Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Elijah Moore,
91 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown.
extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On second down now, Akers. 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Franks, third down from the gun. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action with Franks.
Rolling to his left. It's brought in by Harris. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On first down, here's Franks.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Jacob Harris.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Wilson.
They'll set up the screen to Carter.
And running with Powell, fighting through it, he's got space. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now Wilson on first down.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, Franks. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Off the play fake, here's Franks. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Operating from the gun, Franks. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves,
and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within his scores. The lead's cut to 8. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Frank's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Franks now to throw on first down.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
66 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
4th down, Frank's going to throw for it.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Back to throw. Franks escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Going for it, it's Carter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the give, this is Akers.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He'll keep it himself.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Rams are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pick.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A first down throw. Here's Franks.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who...
It's Harris. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Corey Willis. And the Jets are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it make...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. Here's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down.
They'll check this one down to Carter.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The quick slant caught.
And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run for it with Carter.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Michael Carter.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Dante Pettis on the return.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Going right back to Akers. Akers has got the first down and then some,
as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.